So one of the things I want to encourage you to explore is just continuing to have fun in your playing. It's springtime. We're all kind of getting that outdoorsy vibe. We want to get out, have a good time, connect with people, get some sunshine, whatever it is, right? Do some jamming with other people. And so slow music or sad music obviously has its place, right? This isn't an either or discussion. I'm just focusing on this, just having fun, getting moving, right? This kind of thing. It's so good for you in your playing too, and can help you grow in so many ways. So what I was doing here, just to give you something to play with, or at least get you started in that direction, is I was just using my basic A minor pentatonic scale. And obviously you can expand on this with whatever you're thinking. But on the A string there, I was just going from 5 to 7. Like that kind of thing, okay? So just this kind of feel. I'm just picking the 5 of the A and then hammering it onto the 7. And then picking that 7 twice. Like that. And then on that second pass, I just picked the 5 twice. Did my hammer on and picked twice. Okay, so putting this kind of feel together, like right there. And you notice I'm putting a silence in there. Silences are just as important as any note in music, okay? It's kind of your 13th note, or right, the unknown note or something like that, right? So we go, I can start to use any of the notes in scale, but think about that 5 or 7 on the D. Right? You can use those notes to start to accent what you're doing and just start to explore in that way. These kind of things where you can just have fun and play with it. And so like when you're jamming, even just by yourself, there's kind of this open, free, expanding exploration that's there, where you just go with it. You just go with the flow and you try different things, and as it starts to change or whatever it sounds like, you're just going with that. And so even as you're right here, maybe I just move it up a string to that D string. Try different things in there and try to just work on your smoothness and your flow with it. It's like sometimes as you're exploring this, you kind of mess up or whatever, especially if you're trying to throw a fill or something like that, where you feel like you just like hit a wall. That's okay. Don't even worry about it. Don't even trip, dog. I got you. So just keep going, right? You do something that doesn't make sense, just like, whatever, I'll get it right. I'll do something cool next time, right? You start to figure that out. So the more you do it, the smoother you get, the more you kind of figure out, the more you kind of hone in. And it's not uncommon for you to experience where this right hand starts to get a little jittery, where it starts to get like, it just wants to dance, okay? And so like, go with that, right? And it might even make you kind of like hit some extra strings and stuff like that. That's okay. It's kind of like letting it dance, but also honing in on what you're doing as much as you can, right? So like, notice, I always keep my pick pretty tight here. Things in there, multiple notes together, fills, these kind of things. Feel free to expand the fill, right? And if the feeling of the whole thing starts to change, go with it. Because again, like just taking that very basic, simple pattern that I started with, I could actually expand in many different directions, kind of do different iterations of the same riff, or just kind of see where it goes. Maybe I do a whole change up. And of course we could try this thing in like different keys and stuff like that. Maybe you go to B minor pentatonic. Even just go right back to the A, right? You can start to mix it up and see what sounds cool. So I encourage you to get in there and just feel this out and keep going. Just keep going like it's like a dance that keeps going. Even if it's like we just did a 10-15 minute jam. Cool, go with it. Obviously, if you have other musicians you can jam with, they can jump in there with you too. Different guitar, bass, somebody on the drums, just like going with. Like, it's this ability to just keep going with the flow and feeling out the energy. And when you're jamming with other people, feeling out what's happening between you and like the synergy and energy that's happening there. It's a lot about just going with that. And like I said, feeling it out. Exploring though, like just taking the space to explore and have fun, okay? So rock on.